So, Lidgy, let me pose a more philosophical question for you. Are the challenges right now more cultural or technical in terms of changing adoption? You had mentioned low adoption rate of existing tools that have been on the market for a while, and they have engineering departments and product departments that are making it better day by day, right? So, is it a technical problem that the systems just don't up until you guys obviously came along, solve this process? I say that tongue in cheek, obviously, but or is it that sort of classic thing that we see in the shipping industry where it's very difficult to change culture?
Uh, so the big challenge of answering a question like this is which part of the ecosystem am I going to antagonize? So, but
Yeah. So the key, in my experience, the key is to antagonize them all equally, so no one
yes,
feels.
that's
Uh,
that's what I'm going to do. So I'm a technologist at heart. So if someone tells me that the issue is technical, I find it a little hard to believe. And for me, the biggest challenge usually is that if it's well, it is because you have not got down to the brass tacks and understood what the customer really wants. That's so sometimes we all try and hide behind this this facade and say that, oh, there was a technical issue, that it could not have been solved until XYZ technology came in. Um, Today we have the tools to actually solve a lot of the problems that ocean carriers and their customers face. I think it's about getting down, dirtying your hands, and digging your heels in and saying that we will wait until customers are able to see the value, and we will also work very closely with customers on both sides, whether it is carriers or whether it is forwarders and agents, to ensure that the solution meets the needs of both parties. So a lot of blame has to fall on the technologist. It is it is pointing at us rather than at any of our customers. Is the problem cultural? I don't have an honest answer because I haven't examined that in detail. But there's one cultural difference that I see in the United States that is different from elsewhere in the world is that customers are fairly demanding when it comes to the speed at which they want their cargo released, but they can be fairly laid back in the adoption of new tools. So, like Nemara mentioned, APAG has had a provision of digital payment tools for the last 8 years. But I also feel that that's also changing because once COVID hit and once customers did not have an option of going out and risking their lives, they said, "Wait a minute, this seems much more easier." So, and that's where adoption of tools like Odex went up. I think what we are now seeing is the shift in the mindset to say that yes, uh, just because I have a check, I don't have to use it. I probably can go onto my mobile, and if I'm able to tap for my coffee, why can't I pay for my cargo just by clicking a button? That's the change that we're seeing. What we're also seeing is a lot more younger people coming in. I have nothing against people of my generation, but honestly, you see a lot more younger people coming in, people of my son's age who are coming in into this industry, and they are asking questions. They're saying that, why should we be working after 5 or 5:30 in the evening trying to resolve a payment problem? I mean, this should have been done ages back. That's that's the challenge that we see now happening, and that's a good challenge for every stakeholder involved, whether it's ocean carriers, whether it's forwarders, whether it is us technologists. We are forced to hear them because there was a time when it was expected in the ocean shipping industry that you are available 24/7. Not anymore. You
Yep.
you would really want to pack up and go home and say that, my container is on the truck and is going to reach on time. And when you understand that mindset, you start building for that. That's how you take care of culture, I feel.